everyone! Welcome to this, our 4th episode of Conspiracy in the Stars, which I have titled Scream of the Crime.
Such a good name.
I saw you shout out just puns after I tweeted it, and I was like, haha! I did good, I did okay. It's both what is happening and also a yoke, so you see. That's what we're doing. So hi everyone, welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. Just a few quick shout outs before we go into our story. We want to quickly thank, of course, Meechan Press, who makes this very cool content, who sponsors this show. You can check them out at Dark Matter. They've already successfully finished their Kickstarter, and if you're lucky, you can get something like this. It came in the mail for me, and it looks so heckin' cool. Look at this giant mech on this book. It looks so awesome. And look at what page I've saved it to. I've saved it to. Oh hey look, Gabe. It's your best friend. It's Sanic. He's in here. He's in the book.
Oh, that's my baby.
It's your baby. Look at him. He's so
Tasted
good.
Delicious.
It's amazing. Yeah. So look at this book is really, like, honestly, the content in this book it's a nice thick book. It's full of, like, very cool content. There's a nautilid for all y'all that were wondering kind of what the nautilids look like in their big metal chonky suits. Kind of like that right there. Pretty cool. Yeah, so Meechan Press, check them out. They're awesome. They sponsor the show. We appreciate them, and they make lots of cool content. Which you can get right now. So go check it out. Thank you also to Roll20 for who we are using for our dice rolls. And we are part of their Spotlight program, and they're just cool, and that's a good way to run your games online when you're doing things responsibly at a social distance, but you still want to play games with your friends. Check out Roll20. That's pretty much it for now for our shoutouts and sponsors. Hi, I'm Jess. This is my channel. Thank you so much for being here. You can find me at go_GG and all the places online. If you have found my channel, good job, you've done it. Hit that follow button so we can hang out some more, because we do a wide variety of video games and tabletop role-playing games content. But today I am your GM, here to tell the story, here to really badly do voices, and whatever my players want to do, that's what we'll do. So let's go around and say hi to all these awesome, cool heckin' beans, starting at the top, starting with Latia.
It Latia. Hi everyone, I love you. I'm Latia. I do stuff, and what I'm doing right now is playing Kion, the Aviara Sun Above cleric, who's currently real drunk.
Perfect. I'm excited. I really look forward to how that will play into this episode. Next up is Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hey everybody, my name is Data Dave. Welcome to Day to Day with Data Dave. And I am playing Lucian. He is a half-elf. He's book smart, not street smart. He got this book called I believe it's the Murder on the Amoeboid Express. And he continues to read it and make references to it in real life. So it's pretty fun. It's a pretty good book. He likes it. I wouldn't recommend it, but he likes it. It's been pretty fun.
I love it. Amazing. It's perfect. It's wonderful. Next up is PB. Hey, PB.
Hi. Today I am playing Dr. Summer, a Amoeboid binder who has a lot of small little sparkly friends who hang out with her every now and again.
Yes. And I'm excited to see which other ones we get to meet so far. I feel like we've met 2 so far.
I think so. Yeah. I have a few more. Just waiting.
I think I'm currently being accompanied by the lantern.
Yeah. Just leading you forward, making sure you don't get lost.
Exactly.
Ooh, shiny light.
Exactly. I'm not a child, you all.
No, you're just drunk. That's all. Amazing. Perfect. Next up is Gabe. Hey, Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games. I'm playing Zion, the sniper ranger Vex, who is basically Sunny from I Am Legending across in the top buildings, and then heard screams. And his sniper rifle is also a microphone, and I have the skeleton of a thwirl inside of my stomach. There's a lot happening.
Did you just throw your thurl away?
It's good. I've got two.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to stop being shocked by things. That's what I need to work on here. That's the true GM thing I need to work on. Like, if you're a GM still being shocked by your players constantly,
Then your players are doing something right.
That's true. That's true. Then it means you have awesome players, honestly. This is the best. This is so good. Okay. So, that all set up, we're gonna do a quick recap, because it's been a little bit since we played. So what happened last episode, our adventurous team was locked up in a dark room, and they had their suspicions about what sort of horrible interrogation was going to take place, and then instead they were escorted to a nice cozy warm room where they were offered drinks and snacks and any sort of help they needed in their investigation, as long as they also helped with the investigation currently pending by the security officer, Sir Helio Horus. They were sent out in the city with a few suggested locations to check out, and they went and visited the clinic where they met Dr. Neutron, the wannabe mystery writer / doctor, who had in the clinic Sir the Nautilid, Sir Lysander, Captain Lysander. I want to say Sir Captain Lysander, who is in some sort of. They were able to. The whole team was able to do a lot of checks and discover that this person was in fact being held in a magical coma, and was tapping out some sort of a message with their finger. And the doctor noted that was also true. They'd found the same thing. They picked up, I know Lucian picked up some health potions, and then they proceeded to head over to the shadiest bar on the asteroid, where Zion promptly held a small concert that went very, very well, and saw someone sneaking out the back door, so he followed. And the other three proceeded to get comfortable at the bar and have a round of drinks and chat a little bit with the bartender and get a little bit of information from him, while Zion was creeping around, following behind the figure in the alleyway, turned a corner and found another figure, her twin. And they proceeded together and further down the alleyway, with Zion continuing to follow, lucky to not be discovered after, I believe, knocking a rock off of one of the building tops. The three proceeded to follow with a drunken Keon in tow, and further down the alleyway, we eventually heard a scream, and that's where our mystery picks up. So, Zion, you are still on the top of the building. Lucian, Dr. Summer, you know where Zion is due to your communication devices, which you have together. Keon, you have a real pretty light floating in front of you. What would you all like to do?
Did we hear the scream from where we were?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you heard it too. You are not too far back. You're probably just not even half a block. So you're pretty close behind. The only difference is that Zion is quite high up at the top of some of these buildings. That's the main difference. And none of you have. The three of you are together. You know where Zion is because of your devices. Zion, if you look down, you could probably spot these three, but I don't know where you're looking. But the three of you, unless Zion presents himself, probably can't see him just yet. And the scream is coming from down the alley and kind of around a corner.
Uh, can I? Is there any like loose pieces of the roof or anything up here?
Sure. It's all these buildings are like mixed concrete and things.
Yes.
Often fairly simple designs, and I'm gonna say you could probably like find a chip or something.
I'm gonna find a chip and throw it as hard as I can at Keon.
What do you want to roll? Okay, you're gonna have to roll for this. Are you trying to hit her or?
I want her attention, so if hitting her is the best way to do it.
Okay, roll me just a straight dex.
9.
Keon, something small and hard and fast whips past your face.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna stick my arm up and wait.
Yeah, I guess instinctually you kind of look at kind of where it comes from and do I see him?
If he's waving at you, sure. If he's presenting
Oh.
himself.
Oh. Hey. Zion's up there.
Zion?
Zion?
Oh wow.
And I'm gonna
That's pretty
point in
high.
the direction of the scream,
I think he knows where the scream's coming from.
and then I'm gonna Batman my way over there, however the hell that works.
Okay,
I look up
I
and
don't-
he's gone.
I don't know the verb to Batman. What
Okay, I got it.
exactly does this entail?
Zion has no cloak, but he swings as if he has a cloak.
And that was actually pretty impressive. See, that was this one time in the Amiibo Express as he rambles along and tells Keon Dr. Slumber about it. Like,
Happy word, Dave. I was like, oh no. And then just like make my way over to the ledge and then climb down as quick as I can and get over to where the scream came from.
Amazing.
Okay. I try to follow him with my eyes, but it's not happening. And I think, I think he went that way towards, we all heard a scream. We should probably go see what's happening. It's like, I'm saying this and my eyes keep kind of trailing to the lantern that is like in my face. And I'm like, we should probably go towards the scream where we heard it.
And it's just like, it keeps just circling around. Just
I
side to
do,
side. And I'm like,
I do a spin. I follow it with my wonderful face.
oh, and I'm like, yes, yeah. Let's go towards the scream. I'm mostly talking to my little spark. I'm like, let's go towards the scream. I'm like, stop it. She's already drunk. Don't have to make her more drunk.
right.
Okay.
Well,
I think we go.
Yeah, we all head out that way.
Yeah, everyone's going?
Going,
Okay.
we going.
Going. All right, going, and you're gone. You head down the alleyway. Zion, you make it there first, but a moment later, Keon, Lucian, Dr. Summer, you meet up. And what you see is 2 halflings, Kiri and Kini, who you already suspected to be here. Kini is on his butt hyperventilating, and seems to be making a whimpering, like, post-scream noises. Just like, and Kini is like, oh my god, Kini, shut up. Kiri, shut up. Just be quiet. And she's not even looking at him. What she's looking at is a body that you see slumped against the wall that seems to be, not moving. Shut up, Kini, shut up. God, it's nothing. Like, you act like you've never seen a body before. God. Ugh.
The empathy. I look up into the roofs to see if I can see Zion making their way down.
I'm probably down at that point.
I'm still looking up. I want you to know my passive perception is a hot 9. So I'm still looking up, looking for you.
I want to walk over and poke you in the shoulder.
As soon as I'm like, ah. Oh, Zion. How did you get down here so fast?
I climbed.
Okay. Awesome. Do you, and I'm like, elbow you a little bit. I'm just like, do you wanna go talk to them first? Comfort them or something?
Okay. I just walk forward, but probably like with my rifles just on my back.
Okay. So do you approach Kiri and Kini?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. That sounds good. I think probably I'm gonna say that Kini sees you first, and he's just like, and he points at you, and he points at the body, and then he points at you, and he points at the body, and he's clearly just very fearful and not going, like, not processing this well. The scream definitely came from him.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know why you're freaking out.
There's a body! And he's like literally scrambling back on the floor. He's literally doing the thing where he's like, we just came around the corner and it was here. I swear we didn't. I mean, I would never. Like.
And Lucian walks up behind them. That's a likely story. That was one of the lines in the book. Did you kill this person?
Oh my god, I think like he kind of like his eyes roll into the back of his head and he faints.
Oh, I just wanted to say what was said in the book. Guys, why did they faint? I'm confused.
And like Kiri walks over to her brother and she's like, oh my, and she like pokes him with her toe. Like, oh my god, Kini, what the hell?
I poke him with my toe. Kini, come on. Come on. Am I helping?
I'm also going to come over and poke him with my toe.
I wonder if this is working. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this probably looks really bad, like a bunch of people just kicking on the ground.
Next to a dead body. Of all things. Like,
Ooh, look, it's worse. It's worse the more you tell me.
Kini is just like on the ground groaning while all of you poke him with your toes apparently.
Sounds weird when you say it that way.
Yeah, I'm not kicking him. I'm trying to be very gentle about it.
Let's just
Okay.
watch.
You're also drunk.
Yeah.
You're like patting. It's like when you try to pat someone when you've had one too many and you don't understand.
I don't understand what pressure is.
Yeah. Just like bah, bah, bah. And I'll send my spark around towards Keon to try and get her attention. And I'm guys, that's not working. Guys, I'm not a medicine doctor, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you wake somebody up.
Oh right.
It was interesting to watch.
I'm gonna make a medicine check.
We're trying to wake him up.
I'm gonna say you could just honestly, sure, roll me a medicine check because you're drunk. You know what? Disadvantage.
Yes. I was already going into it with that assumption.
Disadvantage. Disadvantage on you. Disadvantage on your lantern.
On your whole family.
That's a
okay.
9.
So we're taking that nice comfy 9 right there. Goodness gracious. Well.
3 balls of fire. Sorry.
You're having a lot of fun poking this guy with your toe.
It's a lot of rogue robot noises.
He's malfunctioning. I don't know. I mean, well.
Gabe, you're not muted, so your mechanical keyboard noises are coming in through robotically.
I'm taking notes.
No, it's good. I'm glad you're taking notes. I just want you to know that your robot keyboard is coming through. Anyways, it's fine.
That's him tapping his foot.
Yeah, so yeah, Kiri's just like, okay, so, sorry, wrong voice. My brother is a wimp, but he's right. We literally were just coming around the corner here, and this guy was already here, and she also gestures to the body. We didn't touch it or anything. Like, honestly, Keeney just screamed, and then you all showed up. That's pretty much it.
I think Keon will finally acknowledge the dead body and be like, oh no, and then make a medicine check on that.
Good plan. Okay, roll me a medicine check on that.
Heck yeah. Slightly better. It's an 11.
That is much better.
Still at disadvantage.
Yep.
Hey.
So, this, you have found a dead body. You did it. What you see is, this figure is kind of slumped over. They're rather large. Well, they're short and stout. This is actually a dwarf.
Little teapot.
Yes, they have a handle and a spout.
Okay, go on.
Sorry. With an 11, I mean, I would say you can confirm they're dead. He's dead. I would say he doesn't seem like he's been dead like super long. He doesn't seem like he's been here like forever. But it's also not like brand new. He wasn't just.
Okay, so maybe like an hour or so.
Yeah, that seems about right.
You said he was a dwarf?
Yep. Would anyone else like to investigate anything?
I'd like to go ask Carrie, you know who this person is who's dead?
To Kiri, the halfling that's still conscious.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the one you wanted to smooch. Hang on, making notes. I couldn't remember which twin it was.
I hope I can learn to love Jess.
Okay. Yeah. Kiri is like, I don't know. It's just we like I said, we came around the corner, like you know about as much as we do. We came around here. I don't know them. I'm not from here. We're not from here. We came for the same presentation you all came for. So I don't know this guy. I mean, like, and she looks closer. Like, she goes to look at it. Nope, don't know him. Don't know who this is.
So I do a perception check just to see, to tell the truth.
You want to see if she's lying? Insight
Yeah.
check.
Oh, insight check. All right, fine.
Yeah.
Insight. Oh, well, that's 11.
She doesn't seem to be, like, she's, like, just giving this to you casually. She's like,
All right, I see. I understand.
yeah, I don't know. We don't even want to be here.
Can I look over the body and try to determine a cause of death?
Yes, you may. Please
What
roll.
would that be?
Your choice. Investigation, medicine.
Good thing they're the same. Let's go medicine. 9! That's my second 9. I'm going for a third.
There. He's a dead dwarf, like Keon said. He's slumped against this wall. And, I mean, with your amazing robotic sensors, you can tell he's not really warm anymore. He's not.
Okay.
He's not like stone cold or anything, but
Can I flip him over?
sure.
Is there
I mean,
any blood?
there is some blood. Yes.
Okay. Well, there is the liquid residue that you release when punctured, so I assume it was either a projectile or something close that went through the body, not a poisoning, which makes it easier some ways.
Just say blood. That's so many less syllables than liquid residue.
Look, you didn't figure out what happened. Shut up.
I'm gonna search the body for identification or any identifiers.
Okay, do it. And Lucian, do you want to look at anything too as well?
Yes, I'd like to join in, search. Can I look if there's any magical properties? Is that right?
Okay.
Here?
Okay, so
I love it.
Dr. Okay, at this point, I'm going to remind everyone in chat that we have an ability where you can help everyone here. You can give them advantages for the low price of $5. Help these people out because they're not doing
Please
good.
help us. We're
I want you to
struggling.
know I have a +6 to my investigation. I rolled a 5 on this.
Wait,
Please help.
that. Oh, okay. For a
What's that
second,
roll?
that math didn't make sense to me. I'm like, you can't roll a 5 if you have a bonus of 6. But I realized you meant you rolled a 5 and then it was +6. Took me a second.
Lucian, what were you thinking of using? Are you looking for magic? Do you want to use? You can either do Arcana or you can do Investigation.
Oh, let me go with investigation. I'm a little more confident with that.
Okay.
Wow.
So with our powers combined, that's a 22, right?
You're all very consistent. Can I say we have very many 9s and 11s in this mix? And if nothing else, awards for consistency, all of you. Excellent. Okay, so your powers combined, Lucian and Dr. Summer. I'm gonna say, Lucian, there's no magic here. Dr. Summer, there is a hole through this person, and it is kind of not like a bullet shape. It's kind of long and flat. Like one might think. Go ahead.
A sword? And like I grab the body. I'm not a medicine doctor, nor do I really care about bodies. So I am like, I grab it and I just like spread it, like, and I'm just like, is this a sword?
Like the wound? You just
Yeah,
opened
the
the
wound.
Oh my
wound?
god.
I'm just
Two
like,
random
is this?
advantages, please.
And I'm like, and I call over another one of my little buddies who's a spark, who doesn't give off as much light as the lantern, but it'll be enough for me to be able to look at this wound.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
Is this a sword wound, you think?
Can I get up there and look at it with my new eyes?
I'm like, Doctor, I'm gonna paint you a word picture. Oh, Dr. Summer, you're a amoeboid doctor who has told you many, many times, is a many times over doctor, but not a medical doctor, is now wrangling this body to open this wound. Lucian is also like face in, looking closely, kind of like sensing for magic, and now Keon's face is now also very closely into the. I just imagine everyone is just like in it. I'm just imagining all of y'all are just like bent down, pondering together, and I love this scene and I appreciate all of you. Very, very much. We did have some donations come through, so let me see. We got 3 random advantages. Who wants to roll? Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Give me the power.
Gabe, roll a d4.
I'm afraid.
Dave, roll a d4. And
3.
okay. That's PB.
Oh, dope.
That's Dave. You just gave yourself another one. One more. Oh, we just got another one. You know what? I'm gonna say each of you get 1 advantage because we now got 4.
I like
Even,
that.
even one who did not
Thank
get
you
one.
all.
Thank you guys.
That is my luck.
Okay. Going forward, I would like you all to remember you all have advantages now to use at your leisure.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make an educated guess and say that this person was probably run through with some kind of blade.
Is it on his back or the front?
It's run through. It is run through. It is what Keon said, and it is what you are, as you are investigating to widen this wound, it does in fact open as a long, flat, sort of cut. It does run all the way through. It is pretty clean, and if you want more details, you have to roll better. That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's
So, was the blood under them when I rolled them over?
there was a puddle pooling under them because they were laid face up, and the puddle is behind them.
Okay, so most likely they were stabbed through the chest.
Well, with them being stabbed with a close range weapon, can I investigate if there's any blood traces or pools around in the area? Like maybe a leftover some traces?
Like you're looking to see if the blood trailed anywhere?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you that one for free. It's clean to the body.
Oh.
And what is this person wearing?
That is a good question. Actually, Dr. Swimmer, you ended up looking at the wound, right? I was gonna say you were looking for.
Yeah, I
ID.
went into it. Yeah, I went into it looking for ID, but I.
But then you got really
out
excited.
I found the stab wound.
I love
It's
it.
not
Thank
every
you.
day.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I appreciate it. Okay. What would you like to roll? Tell me why and what this looks like and how you're doing it.
Which one of us?
Keon, you said you wanted to look on
Yeah.
their clothing, was it?
No, I just wanted to know what they were wearing.
Oh, okay. They appear to be wearing some fairly plain clothes. They are wearing kind of like a shirt that looks almost like athletic, pants that are fairly sturdy, and some like pretty tough boots, actually.
Athletic shirt, sturdy pants, tough boots.
Could I do a history roll to try to identify where he possibly came from or where he possibly worked from his clothes? Any details? Educated guess?
I would say that's more of like an investigation.
All right, sure. Investigation roll?
Yeah,
Try to
roll
see if I can figure out anything. Say, maybe he's from here.
Do you want to use... Oh, damn. Okay.
All right.
What does this I'm gonna give you information, but what does it look like? Do you like pull out like a little microscope, or do you like, what does this look like?
I'll put on my goggles and start looking at each fiber and be like, where could he bought this from? How rich is he?
Okay.
He like examines piece by piece.
Perfect. Lucian, as you were looking this closely with your investigation goggles, with that amazing roll, I'm gonna say, firstly, you were able to look at this plain athletic shirt and tell that there used to be something over it. It has been removed. Secondly, as you follow down, see the sturdy pants, see the very tough boots. The boots actually have a stamp imprinted in the bottom. They seem to be part of the Nomad security offices, actually. This seems to be a security officer.
And then Lucian turns around, hey guys, I found something interesting. Look at this. Hey everybody. This guy was probably a part of the security office. You all see the stamp as he like goes to the boots and pick it up.
Dead body, and you just look.
There's a
Do you
stamp.
take the shoe off? What do you do?
A clue. And then he picks it up the foot, like just at the guy just hanging off the edge. With no regards to dead body. Like, look, a clue. It's a clue. He's from the security office. The security officers might know them. Like,
Smart.
I probably shouldn't be holding this. My fingerprints are on it. Drops as he like just kind of like, I'll put my hands off of this. I didn't do it. Y'all saw it first.
It's okay. I think we all know that you're not really the sword dagger type.
That's true. I really just blew him up. But I'm better than that this time. But I wonder how his body would have came as he like rambles off and just like goes into it like his mind like, I wonder how it would have turned out.
Are the halflings still here?
Yeah, I think Kiri has managed to get Keeney awake.
Oh.
So she's just like, come on, let's just go. These extremely capable people have it. They don't need our help.
I'm actually walking over. Can I just ask you a question before you guys go? Before y'all go?
She drops her brother back down to the ground.
Whoa.
What? We didn't do it. I told you that.
Right. And And that's not what I'm gonna ask you. I'm just wondering what y'all were doing out here that, brought you this way.
She kind of sighs heavily, and then you hear Keeney from down on the ground go, "Oh, my sister is actually a very important person. She is the new vice president of the Galactic Bank, and we were here." Shut up! Yeah, we were here to see possible investments.
Hot and rich, not in character, to be very clear. But Zion does kind of like, huh.
Yeah. Please excuse my brother. He likes to talk more than he needs to. We were just here to seek out possible investments. That is all.
And where are you all headed to next?
Well, if there's no investing to be had, I guess we'll go back, but I would like... Have all of you seen Professor Gogglefogger at all? Would you know where he is? Is he still planning on releasing his invention? Does he need investors?
I know the answers to some of those questions. Mostly yes, we've seen him, and the other ones I'm not. I wasn't listening, but we've seen him, and he's fine.
All right.
But
So maybe
I
it is
don't
worth
know.
sticking around here for a little longer. Okay, come on, Keeney. Let's go back to our room and wait to hear when he gets back.
Oh, where are you staying? That way, if we see him again, we can direct him to you, or vice versa.
She narrows her eyes at you when you ask where they're staying. And her brother, as he's getting up and starting to, like, dust himself off, goes to start answering you, quite obviously, and she literally slaps a hand to his mouth. I'm sorry, we don't know you. If you would like to meet up again sometime, we could perhaps make an arrangement to speak.
I would love
However,
that. My name is Zion. Put my hand out. She was asking because I said that I find you attractive.
Oh. Hello. And she, like, at this,
Well, all right then.
she takes your hand and gives you a pretty firm, like, handshake and, like, looks you once over and, like, kind of nods. All right, well, we could perhaps meet again sometime. There are less seedy places in here, surprisingly. But, yeah, we should probably go rest for now. Why don't you, do you have a communication device?
Yes, I do.
She holds out her hand.
I open my chest and pull it out.
She, like, nods at this, takes it, puts a few numbers into it, and hands it back to you.
I really have to get one of those.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
All right. Good luck with this. She nods at the thing, and then she goes to help her brother out, and maybe we'll see you later. And she's only speaking to Zion now. And then they proceed to walk away.
I can't believe that worked. 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 That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how Zion does it.
Anyways, I feel like we learned something today.
Absolutely.
Someone died. That's what we've learned.
Oh,
Oh.
right, the dead body. Right.
True. Should we do something about that?
I feel like we should call somebody.
Yeah, maybe like our contact at the police station.
At this point, I'm going to say that you actually... Passive perceptions. What's everyone's passive perception, please?
That music change was
0,
terrifying.
right. Yep.
What music change? What are you talking about? There's nothing happening
14.
here.
I'm
14?
I'm putting away the slip of paper that I had, or the card that I had with Zion's information on it that I was gonna give the twins. If Zion did not, step up. So I'm not paying attention at a hot 9 passive perception.
That's very fair.
14.
Okay. Lucian?
I forgot my which one is passive perception?
Pull it up for you. It should be
It's
like
just-
underneath your basic stats. Oh, yours is 10. Got it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Lucian, you're still like thinking about how this plays into how much like your book this is. It's amazing. Like the mystery of this. It's like this is just like the book. Meanwhile, Keon and Zion, from the shadows, you hear, psst, hey, psst.
Hey, psst. Is this a code?
What? Are you talking to me? What?
I turn my head like, what?
Keon,
to
you
be
see
like-
2 figures in the shadow.
I'm squinting really hard, like, and then I get Zion. I'm like, hey,
Yes.
do you see
Yes.
what I do you see what I see, or am I drunker than I thought it was?
I'm gonna start walking backwards towards them.
I don't see anything. You're hallucinating. Eat bop, baby bop, bop, bop. Eat bop, bop, eat bop, bop, bop. Wow.
You all say these things, and I don't know whether or not I'm just tipsy. It's not.
The lantern goes by again.
No, it's starting to wear off. I'm not going to be fooled by this anymore.
I will turn to the shadows and
Yes, what can we do for you? Friends?
You see 2 gentlemen, one taller, one shorter, and when you get close enough to them, they put their heads down and they say, hey, were you at the Star Swill bar when it exploded?
That seems like an indicting statement. So maybe?
Oh.
Why?
And one of them like pulls out like a piece of ID and kind of flaps it at you, but then like puts it away really quickly so that you can't see. We're here to speak with. We just want to speak with some witnesses who saw that event. We're wondering if you and your friends. You seem to know a lot. You seem to have stumbled upon some things here in Port Nomad, and they look between all of you and they look over at the body. Like, do you know everything that's going on here?
Yes.
And they look at each other, actually kind of excitedly, and they look back at you and they're like, we'd really like to speak with you. And the smaller one hands you a card. And it says Haldeck and Jensen, reporters. And they've scribbled on it their room number. They're like, that's where we're staying. That's our room at the Room and Board. It's just down by the starport. We'd really like to speak with some witnesses. There seems to be a lot of shady stuff happening here, and we'd really like to speak with someone about it. We'll answer any questions we know if you'll come and speak to us. And the shorter one is actually like, oh, yes, and we'll pay you if you have any information on what happened at the bar.
Yes. Perfect. We shall be in touch.
All right, well, come and see us. We have a room if you need to stop, if you need to rest for any reason. We would really like to speak with you. It's really important. We think there's a lot happening.
Let's get to the bottom of this. I will tell my associates.
All right. Okay. well, we don't necessarily want to stay here, and they once again look at the scene. But if you'll come and meet us there, we have a lot we think we could discuss.
Consider it done.
And they'll like walk back to the group, waiting until they're gone.
Yeah, they'll look you over once more, and then they'll kind of like look around to make sure no one's around to see them, and then they'll proceed to leave.
Things are just turning up Zion. I got another person's location. They gave me their hotel room.
Oh.
Wow.
Are they a very cool Mafia's CEO type person too?
Are you gonna
No,
smooch
it
them
looks
too?
like they're reporters who seem to think we know everything's going on here. I don't know where they got that assumption.
Oh, they sound interesting. We should meet them.
Yes, but where should we go first? Should we go talk to them or go to the security people? We now have options.
We should probably report this. We have we have a good relationship with Sir Helio Horus for the most part.
I touched his boot. They gonna think they gonna think I killed them. We should probably tell them.
Do you have a crush on him, Keon?
No.
That's me.
Insight check.
Sure, roll your insight.
17.
I do not.
Ah.
I knew you had a crush on him.
No, I do not. I
It would
just
be
think
okay if you did.
I'll support you with science.
Oh,
so sorry.
you're not. You're really not.
30%.
Too high.
20.
It's look, I know it would be okay if I did, but the fact of the matter is that I don't. So it's okay either way. And I still think we should go report this, because if anybody else that we didn't see happened to see us, we could be implicated.
Could we just call instead of going?
Do
Yeah.
you have his number?
We could call the police.
I already have my data pad out. Like,
What's the number for 911?
Oh my god. As you're pulling your data pad out, Dr. Summer, you actually like notice where your lantern is lighting up the wall. There's a big poster that's like, if you see anything suspicious, call the security office. 999-555 blah blah blah.
I'm like, good job, Lantern. See, this is why we pay you the big bucks. I'm like, right,
It's-
999.
It seems ironic that we're calling the security office to say that one of the security officers is dead.
Not like he could do it. He can't be like, yo, what's up, job? I'm dead.
I can't come in today.
Woke up dead.
Called into work dead. Oh no. Okay. Dr. Summer, what?
I'm legitimately calling them. I'm like, 999. Hello? Hi. I am outside the alley, about 2 alleys and one to the right, and then then you get. I'm explaining the topsy way to get here, and we've stumbled upon a dead body, and upon further investigation, it appears to be a security officer.
Are you currently at the scene right now?
Yes, I am currently looking at the body itself.
Can you send us your datapad location?
Sure. I know it gets very confusing walking around this place, and I put them on speakerphone. It's really a miracle we even got to the bar.
Yeah, half the roads don't have signs. It's really, the infrastructure here is not the best, but we try. We try our best. Thank you for calling in and reporting a crime. A lot of people don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I could see how that would happen. People are afraid they'll get implicated. It's like a whole thing. But yeah, here's the information that you wanted. Yeah, really sorry about this. I know that this might be a little bit awful to come over to, but
So you've discovered a body and you believe it?
Well,
You
they're
believe it to
wearing
be dead? Are you
we've been
sure?
here. Yeah, we've been here for like what, 5 minutes, you guys think? And it hasn't moved yet. It's kind of cold, right? You said it was cold? And they're a dwarf, so I don't think it's supposed to be cold.
I love that you
So-
just told them we've been here for 5 minutes.
With this body, maybe we should go.
Well, someone
Wait a
like
minute.
fainted, they freaked out, and we had to like deal with them first. Because we knew they were alive.
What are you doing?
Lucian is
slap
over
it
here
out.
with.
I
Lucian is
slap
over
it out
here
of your
with-
hand. I'm
Hey,
slapping it out
that
of your
costs
hand.
money! What are you doing? That's like
Is it
$100
off?
bucks.
Did it turn off? I'm gonna lean down and hit the off button if it didn't work.
If you press the you definitely hear a voice like, "We're gonna ask you to please," and then you turn it off.
Dr. Summer, you explicitly just told security officers that we had been here for 5 minutes and that there were other individuals at the scene who left.
I never said anything about anybody else. I just
You
said someone
said
fainted.
someone fainted.
It could have been
me.
one of you. Yeah.
We're not good liars.
So Lucian has made up a concoction and put it on paper towel and starts wiping the body where he touched it, like just in case, I'm just gonna wipe these fingerprints. They have.
I mean,
nothing to do with me.
So you've already like messed up the crime
Already,
scene.
like, it's like I've learned this in the Me Boy book. You just want to cover it up. Has nothing to do with me. I swear. Y'all saw me first.
Well, it's not like we're gonna stay here.
They're gonna come after us because we're not gonna stay.
Well, they
You hear
can't come
sirens.
after us if they're not here. If we're not here for them to know who we are
Yeah.
when
I,
they get here.
I thought we were gonna go to your reporter's place.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Yeah, you hear
Also, I
you
need
hear
to
sirens
get a
starting in the
data pad.
distance.
He should go.
Let's go.
Sorry, Keon, what did you say? I apologize.
It's okay. I was just saying. Also, I need to get a data pad.
We'll make you.
Well, the reporters will give us money, and you can use that to buy a data pad.
I mean, I have money. I just need to go to a store.
I want to pick Keon up and then start walking. You're my child now.
I allow it. How are you? Have you picked me up, fireman carry? Are you cradling
Yes.
me?
I think Zion is convinced that you're a large child,
That's fine.
and he has to protect you from the harshness of the world. It's like, who let this baby out here to crime?
To car.
This baby just saw a dead body. It's a little klepto baby, because you stole that damn bandolier of grenades.
Oh, who let this baby out to crime?
We're
love
monsters.
I
So
think
the
we're
reporter's
leaving.
attractive.
Okay. Sorry, Gabe, what did you say?
Were the reporters attractive?
I mean, they were in the shadows. You didn't get a super good look at them.
Was there?
One was tall and one was
Was it-
shorter.
Ooh, so there's a 50%. There's a decent chance. There's a decent chance. Let's roll the dice. Gabe doesn't actually care. He's committed to his little love. I'm gonna send her a text that says, "Is it difficult being the hot and smart one?" Send.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
As we're walking, I'm going to turn his eye on him like, oh, by the way, at the bar, after your very impressive display of skills, of
Yes.
musical variety, the bartender actually asked for you to see if you were available for more performances, and
Did
I gave them
you
your
know-
stage name.
Ah, yes. You know specifically they meant performances and not murder, right?
Yes, which is why I
Okay.
gave them your stage name and not your real
Yes.
name.
That's fair. Good call.
Also, apparently there has been like 2 people who've been like asking a bunch of stuff around the place, and
What?
the bartender really didn't like that. Yeah, they were just like, it's just people who asked a lot of questions.
What do you mean?
Like just in general, like in the play, we were asking for like, hey, has anybody shifty been around here? And they're like, yeah, 2 people who've been asking a lot of questions, and that shit
Do
don't
you
go
know
here.
what questions they were asking and or if I was involved?
No, you were not involved. They had no idea who
okay.
you were. It
Good.
was
Never mind.
it was just asking about people around here, about this and that. And yeah, so those are some shifty people we should probably like look out for. I mean, like,
Do
who
you
asked a
want me
bunch
to
of
shoot
questions?
them?
Maybe if they ask too many questions.
So 6?
Yeah, like 6, maybe 7. Depending on if like they're like, we're not genius, so like if they're like, can I ask more questions? We don't count that as a question.
Then we shoot. Yes, understood. Wait, is this? Oh. Do you think the reporters were the shifty people?
Oh, how many were there?
2.
2. Did one look kind of like a nerd, and the other one look a little bit more like they were willing to go out on an adventure?
One was tall and one was short, so I'm assuming yes.
Then maybe there's a very good chance that's how they were explained to me. So
You might have to shoot your potential new smooch friend, Zion.
I don't need new ones.
What if they're richer than the halfling?
they're
And
reporters.
smarter.
Hey, I'm a one halfling vect. Forgot what I was.
You get so flustered. It's adorable.
It's
Shut up.
really cute. There's
Shut
like
up, you're cute. You're small. You're still in my arms. Shut up.
I mean, yeah,
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
You're a one
Shush.
half. You're a one halfling vet, but like, what does that mean for like other races? Like, how many Aviara would you have? Like, would you have an amoeboid? There's a lot of questions now.
I drop you.
Oh,
Well, I have one less Aviara. Ha ha ha. Just keep walking.
I probably deserve that.
Amazing. Yeah, so from back behind you, as you were leaving, you could hear like sirens in the distance, and as you proceed forward, you can hear them kind of coming up in the direction of where you were just going from. And you are able to fairly easily head kind of in the direction of the starport, as that is where you would have come in, and it is a fairly major landmark, and it is the one you were given a few times to find this location, the room and board. So, how would you like to approach this? How are y'all feeling? Are you just like sneaking away still? Are you just looking for this place to go find your...
I think we're just looking for the place. Is that right?
Yeah, trying to
Yeah.
go to the next spot.
All right,
And as
so
we're like moving along, if there's anybody, like if we ever enter like a crowd of people leaving a bar or something, I would like to touch one of them as we're going by, as if like I've bumped into them, but like I grab their shoulder or something, and I would like to use flexible form to change my appearance to look like them, just amoeboidish, because we're gonna go talk to reporters, and there ain't no
You just-
Dr. Summer. Yeah, it's a
You
thing I
just-
could do. I could
you
just touch somebody and turn into them.
really just like shapeshift vampire styles.
That's
Like-
sick.
Yeah, I go into a crowd looking like Dr. Summer. I walk out looking like somebody else with a white coat.
I like this. Never do it to
Oh.
me.
Yeah. So the three of you, Keon, Zion, and Lucian, you're walking, and one moment Dr. Summer is walking with you, and then another moment there's some. Who did you take the form of? Who is now walking alongside this group?
It would have been someone about approximately my size, so probably a. I look a little bit more gruff, a little bit like meaner because that's what the people around here look. Probably a. I've literally blanked on every possible race and species in this game.
Any you can do any fantasy race.
When I say I've blanked on everything, I've blanked on everything except humans, only because I'm a human.
An elf, a space elf.
Yeah, let's do space elf. Sure, they're like humans but elfier, and they a little bit meaner, probably like a scar on like their cheek or something. A really short elf though, because I'm like almost a little under 5 feet. I can't change how tall I am. And yeah, elf, darker complexion, a long hair, a long flowing hair, and a white coat, because I'm Dr. Summer.
I hope you
Perfect.
never fall. You don't want to see her.
You all make me so happy. All right. So the four of you are. It's fairly easy to head towards the spaceport, as I said. And as you approach, you were able to see the room and board. It's kind of a sketchy-looking establishment. It's only 1 story high, but it is covered in many, many doors. It kind of bends around. Each door has a meter mounted onto it with a device that allows you to kind of just spend credits to stay and rest as long as you want, to make it fairly simple and easy for anyone coming in through the spaceport. It's fairly cramped looking. It's kind of dimly lit. There's a small office located kind of further down to one end of the building. Next to that, there is a very bright, the most well-kept thing this entire block. There is a Crash Soda vending machine, which is bright electric green and has the infamous verse-wide, well-known figure of Crash Soda plastered on the front of it. And then parked in front of the building is a fairly fancy-looking black land vehicle with chrome detailing. And that is parked not far from the door whose room number you were given.
Are we sure they're reporters?
No! They could be assassins.
That's true. It's a nice car, though.
How do you feel about that, Zion? Like, is this competition? Are you gonna have like an assassin off where you try to kill each other?
The concept of competition means that they're still alive. I don't have competition.
Wow.
Well, I like his confidence.
I'm gonna
Go
get a
first.
Crash Soda.
It's fairly easy to do. You can like just it's like a credit a soda. Which flavor of Crash Soda did you get?
Diet.
Diet Space Crash. Mm-hmm.
And
It's,
I drink it.
Perfect. What's everyone else doing?
I'm investigating the vehicle we saw. I like
All
to
right.
see what I can learn about it.
Absolutely. You can roll
Yeah.
me either investigation or technology.
I'm gonna go with technology. See what I can learn.
I'm gonna start scoping out the area.
All right. On a 25, you are able to see this is a fairly like well-kept vehicle. It's actually fairly new. And before, as you like lean in and look at it and analyze and scan it, before you touch it, you get this feeling and you kind of back off, and as you look closer with your goggles, you can tell that this vehicle is actually has a fairly robust alarm on it, and it will set off for anyone that does not have the correct fingerprints.
It's like, maybe I shouldn't touch this, but it would be interesting to see if I could get past the mechanism. Let me not cause trouble for my friends. They have a nice car, guys, he yells.
And one other thing you're able to notice with this car, as you look at it, as you learn and know not to lay your hands on this, you also notice it is armored. It could probably withstand a little bit of damage.
I wonder why reporters would need an armored vehicle. It's so out of their field.
Suspicious.
Sound, what were you investigating?
Well, like looking around to try and make sure no one is watching us currently.
All right. Perception or investigation?
Okay.
Your call. I'll take either.
Let's do perception. 23.
Gosh dang.
Don't be sad. I'll fight you.
It's great. It's great. It's good. It's good. It's good. You can tell there isn't really anyone on the streets. You kind of left the more popular, further away in the direction you came is kind of where more like the bars and things like that are, and there was a lot of populace that way. Over here, there's not as much activity. There's like a little bit of activity happening in the actual starport where people are always working and things like that. However, in and around this building, all the shutters seem shut. No one seems to be doing anything, but with your expert senses, you can tell there are some eyes on you right now. There are... You think you're actually being looked at from a few places. What's everyone else doing?
I am on my data pad, which now has a crack on it. Shout out to Zion. And I am trying to get into contact with somebody I know here on this meteor that I know from a seedy place to see if they have any data pads on sale. Two to be specific, one for me and possibly one for Keon. And I'm like, hey, Keon, you have money, right, Keon?
Yeah?
Okay, all right. And that's the end of that conversation. Just once.
Sounds good. What's the name of your contact?
We call him Dirty. I want you to know, only thing that came to mind was Dirty Babe. And now I can't change it.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm writing this down.
Dirty Babe.
Dirty Babe.
Dirty Babe. It wasn't even Dave. It was just Dirty Babe. First thing out of my brain.
Oh, Dirty Babe. Yeah. Yeah. You get a pretty quick reply from a Dirty Babe coming through saying they can get you something, depending on what you're looking for. They can get you... They're already trying to, whatever you asked for, they're already trying to get you to upgrade.
And I'm just like, I've known you for 2 years, a DB. So I'm gonna need you to knock it off with the new sales pitches here. You know what I want?
Doctor, I'm not gonna do you dirty. Come on. You know I've got good deals for you, Doctor.
Which is why I came to you, a DB, but I'm only here for a little bit of time and I only need the most basic thing. I'm pretty sure I'm hanging out with at max a teenager at this point. I'm still not convinced they're not a child. So they don't need anything special. Just something probably with some parental controls, and that's about it.
God, I am 21.
Okay, fine. All right. I'll get it for you. Just the plain simple. Got it.
And it's like, all right, I'll let you know where we're gonna go after. Actually, you know what? I'm at this hotel right now. If you can meet up somewhere around here in probably like, I don't know, 30 minutes, I could pick them up off of you.
All right. Yep, you get the confirmation back.
It's like, all right, dope. And I put it
All
away.
right. I'm gonna say it's at this point, Lucian.
Hmm?
You feel a hand on your shoulder, and a door opens from near where you were standing by the car, and you get pulled into a room. And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh, they're watching. It's a
they what
spy
they
bed.
do.
That makes sense. Deep.
You know? Listen,
Lucian's
time.
fine.
It was time. So
Conspiracy in the stars.
it was time.
Indeed.
So
Time for the
Hey,
conspiracy to get super real.
I mean, it was always really, really real. It's just here. It's just happening. It's all around you. Oh, the real conspiracy was
The
all of you
friends you
making
made.
friends
In our hearts
along the
all
way.
Yep.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. We're going to take a quick 5-10. Y'all should do the same. Get up to a stretch. Don't forget to hydrate. Take care of you. And we'll be back in a few. Thank you so much for hanging out for this Conspiracy in the Stars. And let's see what happens next to our fearless adventurers and their amazing... Oh, their amazing investigation skills. Y'all make me so happy.
It's so good.
All right. See you in a few, everyone. Hello everyone, we are back from break. How y'all doing? Hope you did it. Don't forget, do a stretch. If you're sitting, get a hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. Take care of yourselves. I was just showing everyone this. The camera's not gonna show it, but it's an adorable little Dark Matter sticker that Dark Matter sent to me of an amoeboid, who looks like maybe possibly a doctor, not unlike Dr. Summer. Got a white lab coat on there, hanging out with a good corgi. Good corgi boy, doing a bork. They sent those to me along with my book, because Dark Matter's cool, and they do cool stuff, so check out Mei-chan Press, y'all. Sometimes they send you secret presents, like stickers inside your book. That was really nice. But yeah, we are back, and everything is going very well. Our group is, investigating the room and board, which is, as it sounds like, a place for a room and a board, and they're all totally fine. There's Dr. Summers getting new phones, Keon has a tasty diet soda, Zion's pretty sure that there's many people watching them. Oh yeah, Lucian was just yoinked into a room. So, with that, Lucian, we will pick up, and you were investigating this car. You were deciding whether you should tempt fate with this high-end security system you could tell on it. I think you might have been further intrigued by the amount of armor on this vehicle, when suddenly a door opened behind you, a hand was placed on your shoulder, and you were yoinked backwards into a room. So, you stumble backwards. I'm gonna say they don't knock you over or anything like that. You're still like fairly like stood up, but you were pulled backwards into this room, and you see a tall, handsome figure looking at you. This figure appears to have small tusks and pointy teeth. They seem to be a half-orc. They're in a nice like white linen shirt with suspenders and dress pants on. And he addresses you. Are you here with the group? Were you there at the presentation? Presentation of Dr. Gogglefogger?
Oh yes, I was. Oh, I'm so glad you asked me a question. I just pulled out a bomb, and I was about to just pull it down at you and just see what happens. I'm pretty sure I could avoid it. But yes, I was there. Why did you pull me in instead of asking? As he still has it in his hand, just ready to light it.
He like takes his hand off you and kind of like looks outside suspiciously, and he's like, "There might be people listening. You should come inside. You should come inside and speak with us."
Oh, may I get my friends?
Oh yes, please do. Please hurry. Please be quick. You know, you never know who's watching.
Great, I'll be back. So Lucian, not inconspicuously at all, he just goes out there. Hey everyone, we should go in here. I found our friends.
Oh, I thought they were inside the hotel. Are you telling me I'm not gonna get some complimentary like chips or anything?
And he goes back to both of them. Do y'all have chips?
I mean, there is a snack bar. I suppose you could locate. And then the shorter one in the room is opening the. There's salty snacks. There's nuts. I don't see any chips in the. There's chocolate bars.
Dr. Summer, they have snacks. He yells back. We should come over here. They should have things. I have some in my backpack too. I saved them from earlier.
Okay, all right, I'm sold. Okay. Are you guys coming too? I hear they have snacks.
Yeah, sure.
So as a Vect, I have thermal sight, which means I can see living creatures through darkness, heavily obscured conditions, out to a range of 30 feet. I can't discern if it's blocked by 1 inch of a solid barrier. So I'm just going to look around and see if like any of these rooms are thin enough to see through or anything like that.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to roll to see exactly what you see, or do you just want to use your ability to analyze how many like hot bodies are here?
I'll roll and see if it can help with it.
You just want to count the hot bodies.
Hot bodies.
That's another 9. That's my third one.
Okay, but you do have this ability, so I would say you do see that there are a number of rooms here. There aren't too many people. There's a few, like there's a few people. And as I said, it's kind of like bungalow style. It's only 1 story high. It's almost like a kind of like a modern motel, but in space. It's a space motel. Next to the starport. And you can see, just as you are like looking around and scanning and getting sort of these numbers, you see the blinds from the head office kind of like close, as if someone had just been like looking at you from the office.
I walk right up to the window. And then I just like wave and tell everyone else to go. And I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay. I think after a minute, the blinds open, and you see it's from a significantly lower location than you. And you see the eyes kind of like look up, and you hear a beep, and then the blinds close, and the figure goes away.
I'm just gonna wait here. I'm gonna let them do their business. And I'm just...
Zion, don't kill anybody.
Yeah, murder's not right. I've learned that from this book.
Not from real life.
That end was what got me. Learned it in this book.
I'll go in with Lucian and Dr. Summer.
I will be back. I would like to have a conversation. If you run, I am faster than you and more agile, so I will catch you. And if I wanted to endanger you, I would be inside by now. Please don't leave. I don't want to have to work harder than I usually do.
From the office, you hear, "Mom! Some weird guy is saying weird things outside."
Oh no, it's like,
I'm gonna run down to where everybody else is and get in the van, which is not something you should do normally. Don't get in strange vans with people.
Oh no, this was coming from inside the hotel. They yanked him from the car because he was looking at the car backwards into the room.
That's less bad. I thought they yanked him into a van.
No.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'll go into that room.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, scared a child.
Off the bucket list for tonight.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So all of you eventually make your way into this room, and you see the tall, handsome half-orc figure in the nice linen shirt and the suspenders is kind of just like rubbing his temples. As you were all like shouting and making your way over to the room after he specifically asked that everyone quietly make their way over. But inside the room, you see a shorter, more stout human gentleman who is now pulling things out of the snack fridge and is looking at Lucian excitedly. Like, he wouldn't let me take anything out of the snack fridge. I'm so glad you all asked.
Good deal. Snacks are important. And yo, just to let you know, I actually got some in my bag. As he whips out a few extra ones.
Oh, that's great. So we can have like a whole... Oh, that's
Snack
good.
party.
You know, variety is the spice of life, really.
Always.
So.
See, I like the way you think. Yes.
All right. And so once you've all entered in, the tall half-orc closes the door somewhat loudly and then looks up and is like, okay, well, now that everyone's here, thank you for coming to speak with us. My name is Paladek. This is my brother, Jensen. And we are here because we've been following a lead, and we were already kind of curious about Dr. Gogglefogger before this whole event sort of occurred. What if you will all speak with us, we would happy to pay you accordingly. So, you know, good information gets a good price. Less good information, I mean, I'll give you our snacks. And you're free to rest here. And you look around, and it's one of those it's not the nicest, but it's not the worst. It's this very long, thin room. There's 2 double beds going along the side. Eventually at the end, there's kind of like a mirror with a table, and you can see like a door to like a bathroom. There's the small snack fridge. There's a small desk. There is a holo display on the wall. Not a very good one. And it's clearly been like really fastened and really secured to the wall. And yeah, the brother he motioned to, Jensen, is kind of just exchanging snacks over by the snack bar with Lucian. What can you tell us what happened at the event? The security offices here have kind of locked it off, and they won't give any information. They say pending the investigation before they can give anything, but it seemed like Dr. Gogglefogger, everyone suspected that he had something that was going to change things. There were a lot of big names in that bar. Did any of y'all see anything?
Then Lucian gets up and interjects, overhearing, with the book in his hand, and says, like he's reading line by line, before I give you information, why do you want to know?
The brothers look at each other, and they look back at you, and they're like, have any of you heard of the firm?
Well, it's not in the book, so I'm not familiar.
Can I roll a history or a something?
If anyone wants to roll anything, tell me what you want to roll and what you're doing to think about it.
I'd like to do history as well, just any notions I have of
Reminder, you have advantages if anyone
let me
would
roll
like
it. Let me roll
to
advantage
use-
history too.
well,
I got
okay.
2 of them. I gotta use it. So I'll try.
Let me see.
I'm gonna
Oh!
use this.
All right, well, you know what? I'm good.
Oh my god.
Come through advantages.
Amazing. All right.
Wow. All right.
I was like, you know what, Dave nailed it. It doesn't matter what I roll.
All right.
double credit.
Keon,
Nah.
this sounds, who knows? You know?
Who
the
knows?
firm. What? That could be
It's-
any. Is that a movie? Is that like a
Right?
band? A hip new band?
It's how I like my mattresses.
Yeah, exactly. The Firm. Exactly.
It's
Perfect.
like, I've never heard of the firm, but definitely there are some synapses popping in Dr. Summer's head as she remembers events from earlier today.
I appreciate you. Yeah, Lucian, you think on all your studies, you think back on all your research and all you've done, and then you think about your book and you think a little more recently, and you recall the tap, tap, tapping of the finger of the
Oh, yeah.
unconscious victim, spelt out firm.
Oh, it makes sense. The firm. The taps line up with it. Do you all know what was this person? Was he a Nautilus?
She was a Nautilus, yeah.
Do you all know a Nautilus by chance? He was actually tapping out a number. I may not recall the exact numbers, but I figured out just right now that he was spelling out the firm, or firm. Is he a companion of yours?
You see Jensen, the smaller human brother, go like diving across like the second bed and over, and then like reappears with like a book and is flipping through it. And they're like, Nautilid, who was at the event? Captain Lysander? Captain
Exactly.
Lysander the Nautilid.
Was that the run?
Yeah.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. What happened? What happened to her? What was she doing?
We went to the doctor's office and they were unconscious. Some magic was at play, and all they were tapping out was the message firm. But that's all we know.
The firm. The brothers look at each other. They're like, Did she see who did it? Was she telling you that the firm had something to do with this?
Well,
They weren't conscious.
mhm.
They were magically induced into a coma of sorts. Therefore unable to tell us anything.
But the firm.
Yeah. Zion, I'm gonna say with your shady dealings and your knowledge, you've not had contact with the firm, but that's a name you've heard of in your like in the darker end of things.
Okay.
That's something that gets like hushly discussed.
Got
Sorry,
it.
PB.
Okay.
Sorry, PB, what were you saying?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah. So the brothers are nodding excitedly now at all of you, telling them this. They're like, so Captain Lysander maybe saw something, maybe knew something. That makes so much sense. And they like kind of start doing that thing where they talk back to each other. They're like, the Nautilids had their homes destroyed. That's right. And there's always that theory that it was done by. That's right. And if anyone would want this to go through, it would be the Nautilids. Yes, but who would want to stop it? The firm. They say at the same time.
I'm watching this whole thing with a bag of kettle corn taken from their snack. fridge.
So, what's the rate at now? How much money have you earned?
Oh, that's important information.
I mean, well,
It seems like this is a very important piece of information.
well, that you're right. I mean, does 100 credits sound fair? Or, I mean, do you have anything else? Do you have anything more?
What do you know? And maybe we
Yeah.
can fill in the information that we know.
Well, no one really knows about the firm, but it's said that they kind of control things from behind the scenes. Yeah, some people believe that they actually have a hand in the Galactic Bank. And they're the ones actually controlling all the purse strings, all the money, everything that gets done.
Ooh.
Gabe, your face makes me so happy.
Needs to be an emote.
He's like,
That needs to be an emote.
He's like,
I'm starting to connect some threads.
He's like, am I gonna rat out my girlfriend?
No, I'm not.
Never.
Screw this conspiracy. I will betray the world for her if that's what it takes.
Loving you
I'm
is
telling y'all
wrong.
now.
I don't want to be right.
Thank you, Dave.
So we weren't sure who at the
gonna
event.
ask. Zion's gonna ask if they knew who the dead person was. The dead security guard
Oh,
or security member.
so you ask about like the body that you found there. No, we assumed that was, well, they like look at each other like, this is kind of, I mean, Port Nomad's kind of a shady place. I don't think the security officers can really keep up with everything happening here. We didn't know them personally, although maybe, and they start doing the thing again where they're like, maybe that person stumbled onto something. You're right. Maybe we should go look into it. That's true. What if the firm had a hand in it? What didn't the firm have a hand in? And you see that these two seem to have some good information, but they also seem to be quite excitable about this information.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
we didn't.
Makes you think that you're going to be able to blow the whistle on this?
Well, we don't have enough yet, but we were hoping this event, there was a lot of big names here to come out to the edge of the galaxy, to go where there were so few people, to make this huge announcement. And if it really is as big as what, Dr. Gogglefogger said, if it really is life-changing for everyone, people behind the scenes are the ones that are going to want to have control of it. If they have control of everything else.
Are we assuming the firm wants to kill Professor Gogglefogger? And or steal his knowledge?
Who are you asking?
Them, actually.
Oh. They look at each other like, we don't know why they do what they do. I would have thought that they would have wanted to control it. No, but that makes sense. Like, if they get rid of it, then there's no chance of, things stay as they are. If you like the status quo, you don't necessarily want to change it. Yeah, but that kind of technology in their hands, they could do a lot with it, right? It could go either way, I guess. I don't know. We don't really know enough about the firm to really know why they would do what they're doing. That's kind of why we were here, hoping you would know more, tell us more of what you'd seen.
So what do you all know so far, from your experience?
You keep mentioning that there are a lot of big names at this event. Like, who do you consider big?
Well,
who were the prominent people?
Well, everyone there has some reason to be there. I mean, the High Oracle was there. That's pretty fancy. That means that the council had an interest in this happening, and also Captain Lysander. But like we said, that makes sense because they don't really have a home, and anyone looking to be able to go into the dead magic zone would want to have a handle on that. But also, there were some representatives of the bank there, as well as some really big name guns for hire we couldn't help but notice.
Were you there?
We couldn't get into the event. We weren't invited.
Was this event invite only?
It was supposed to be invite only, but you know for a fact that like some people like Cyrodiil, the dwarf who was just there to gamble, probably just argued his way in because it was his usual spot, and we find we do better. We don't want to let them off. We don't want them to know we're on their trail. We definitely, we have to do things from the shadows.
What do you know about a pair of halflings?
And Zion's face is very focused on them. with this question.
The Flopwig twins?
Yes.
I mean, we know they're representatives of the bank. We were kind of more interested in... Is it true? Was Darkstar Kilgob there with them? Because that's a dude whose name has been on a few... I mean... Isn't it rumored he assassinated? Yeah, for sure, and was politically dealing with...
I hate that you don't finish your sentences.
Well... We know what we're saying. Sorry, Darkstar Kilgob? Was he in there?
Yes. Yes.
Well, it's interesting, because from what we had heard, he had retired. So the fact that he was active here is really interesting. I had heard that, last I had heard, he had retired like a king on all the money he made. Yeah, me too.
So something would have had to motivate him.
I want to roll insight on these gentlemen.
Please? I do.
I want to know.
I want a
Yeah.
kitty cat.
I'm like, kitties!
So
Yeah,
sweet.
She was by my leg. I was like, oh, you want to pop up on stream? Okay.
Yay!
Your guest appearance.
Right, we have dogs and cats on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
I want to know if the knowledge they have is all they have, or if they're just like trying to get more out of us in like a confirmation sense. Like they know everything that they need to know already, but they're just like using us for verification.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my advantage on this, cause heck y'all.
Reminds me who used. We had 2 advantages.
Good, bro.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Dang.
Give me that 24.
Okay. Awesome. 24, dang. So you're trying to... They seem to genuinely want this information from you, but as you are causing them to talk about stuff, they seem to be sharing everything you ask earnestly.
Okay. Well, I mean, sorry, my brain stopped.
You're fine.
That's fair.
No, Keon's brain stopped. No, actually, mine kind of did too. There we go. Well, then why would they hire him? And rather, the question is, what would bring him out of retirement if he supposedly retired like a king?
Yeah, I think that's interesting, but didn't he also have Tiberius Vinter with him? That's, you got a gun covering a gun? And Tiberius Vinter, I mean, you must know him, right? Like pointing at each of you, like, you must, Tiberius, like, every time they share something, they look to all of you eagerly, as if, like, you know this, right? Right? And they're, like, particularly right now, as they're talking about Tiberius Vinter, they're like, the most expensive hired gun in the verse, the leader of the group whose name I've completely forgotten and I'm looking for right now.
Oh, that's creepy. I know all about them.
I'm
Yeah,
a doctor
exactly.
of many things, criminology not one of them.
Same. I like science. I don't know about criminals.
So hold on. So now I personally need clarification on something.
Mhm.
So the 2 halflings in white were the Flockwood twins, and the
Yep.
halfling in dark clothes was Darkstar?
Yep.
Okay, because I don't think we actually got that one's name. I think we were just kind of focused on Tiberius. So, okay.
Zion got it at one point. Zion was
Zion's
impressed.
Zion's a butt face.
This is true.
Yeah. So Zion, you remember having both I think you had both a moment with Darkstar and you were the one to analyze Tiberius Vinter and recognize
Yeah,
him
because
as.
who did I help? Was it the brother, or was it Darkstar that I helped?
No, I think you helped out. You helped out one of the twins. I don't remember which twin got knocked out. One of the twins got knocked out, and the other one was. It was probably Kiri got knocked out, and Kini was freaking out. I think.
Yes, that sounds right. Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Good memory.
Pretty sure.
All right. And then you mentioned the High Oracle, and like, do I know anything about the council? Like, because I remember speaking to the High Oracle, but I don't know if I know anything about the council. What am I rolling?
I don't know. What would you like to roll? History?
I will roll history.
Sounds good.
18.
Oh.
The council.
The council
I mean, that's
of
pretty
the
good.
highest variety.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, you were able to tell, like, she was acting kind of funny. The High Oracle is, in fact, like, somewhat of a diviner. She is she's a high-ranking elven matriarch of an elven council, basically. It's kind of like an empire, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was basically just sent to see if this is something the empire wanted.
Got it. Okay. Excuse me.
You seem tired. Do you want to rest? They point to their multiple beds.
Actually, she is probably already half reclining because she's coming down from being drunk and then the diet crash, and now she is crashing. So she's probably asking all these questions laying down anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you want us to tuck you in or
No.
get you a glass of milk?
No.
I took her in.
No.
I get her a glass of milk.
Like
Yep.
I don't want. I don't
Go
even
to
like-
sleep.
I don't
Close
even
your
like
eyes.
milk.
And
This
do
is-
not trust the lies that are given by the law because they want to find flaws. Don't trust me or really anyone else because if you do, you'll die. Good night, Keon.
So I think despite protesting being tucked in, I allow myself to be tucked in, and as Zion is singing to me, I boop his nose, or what would be his nose on his face.
When you do it, my face kind of like expands, almost like you pressed a button.
Nope, that's not supposed to happen. Ha
Yeah, the brothers are like making space, and they're actually getting comfortable over in some chairs, and they're kind of like going towards the door, and they're like, "You've been through a lot. If you want to rest, we'll stay here and guard the door. We have a lot of notes to go through now. You've actually given us like a little bit of information, although maybe we should go to the clinic. Yeah, but we shouldn't leave them. Would you prefer we stayed here with you, or would you be okay if we went to go investigate the Captain Lysander that you've told us about? Would you all be comfortable here?"
Yes.
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
safe.
good. We're good.
I feel pretty safe.
All right, we're gonna go then. But we'll be back. Here's like one of them like tosses you a spare key.
Heck yeah.
I'm like, for an extra 20 credits, we could give you an easy in the clinic.
What do you mean?
Well, I know there's a certain excitable amoeboid there.
All right.
And if you were to say the right things, you would probably get on his good side.
They look at each other and they hold out their smart slab to swipe over to you to give you more money.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I look over to Lucian and I'm like, what's the name of his awful book?
Oh, you mean the amazing book? Oh, I'm still enjoying it. It's called Murder on the Amoeboid Express. It's a good read. Good read.
All right. They like nod at each other and they like, yeah, they transfer you 120 credits based on what you've discussed thus far. And they're like, okay, we'll be back. Y'all, you stay safe here. And we're gonna go investigate that and we'll talk to all of you later. All right?
All right. Let
Okay,
me know what
cool.
you think about the novel.
Oh, right. The novel. That's our in. Okay, good. And they like peace out. They get in their big fancy car and they head out. This is an opportunity for you all. Do you all rest? Short rest, long rest? Does anyone want to go do anything? This is a window for you to do with as you please.
I'm down. I'm down the rest.
I'm gonna slip Keon's oh man, I guess credits card out from her bag. And I'm gonna, after about 30-40 minutes, I'm gonna make sure to go outside and meet Dirty Babe.
Oh, what a name.
I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna give that to you. Dirty Babe shows up with the gear you discussed.
And I exchange some money, some credits for it. For both of them.
Yep, goods and services are required.
And I make sure when I get back in, I slip the data pad all set up for Keon in her bag, along with the credits.
Oh,
awesome.
What I do in the meantime is I use my remaining regions to make a potion of climbing and growth. Not familiar what I'm gonna use it for, but just to kind of have it in the back.
Nice. So you have a potion of climbing and a potion of growth. Is that two different things? Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it. All right. So who's resting at this point? Keon's resting. Anyone else?
I'll rest after making the bombs. Just using those
long rest.
region die. Yep.
Long rest or short rest, everyone? Long rest is what you need to get spell slots back, just so folks know.
Yeah, I'm team that.
Okay.
Sure.
Dr. Summer? Zion? Do you need to rest? I legitimately don't know this.
So I rest. I think it's kind of like the elf thing where it's half the amount of time.
Like a trance type thing?
Basically, yeah. But I haven't taken any damage.
Yeah, neither have I, but...
Alright.
So I think Zion's actually... Zion might take like a short rest just to relax, but then is going to do essentially a watch outside on the... Not on the rooftop of that building, on the roof, like on another building to like watch,
like a
make
tall.
sure no
this one is not tall enough for Zion. This is not good enough.
Yeah, so like going somewhere else higher up to get a good vantage point to make sure like no one like tries to blow up us.
All right, perfect. That's great. All right, I'm gonna say some time passes. Anyone that's looking to get a rest gets a rest. Zion, you're able to like have a pretty chill watch while you are up there. As you are looking around, waiting to see. You see some movement. There's like the basic, like this is still a city. There's, you know, people coming and going, people doing their thing. And I'm gonna say, after a good amount.
No.
Oh.
Zion.
Yes.
You know that explosion you were waiting for?
Yes.
Less so an explosion, you start to hear gunfire.
Oh.
It's coming in the direction of the security station.
That's exciting. I like that. How
course you do.
is it far enough? Is it close enough that I can see through my scope?
With your scope, I'm gonna say that you can see, like, I'm gonna say that there's like kind of buildings in the way, mostly cut off, so you can't see exactly where the station is, but you can see almost the ends, and there's like a car turned and pulled over, and some people behind it shooting in the direction of the security station, and you can kind of see that. You can't see where it's going to, you see that little bit, and then they move. And you can hear it get more and more aggressive, and kind of all this firing happen, and you hear.
Can I shoot the car?
Sure. Roll to shoot the car.
All right. I'm gonna use my advantage,
Do it.
and I'm gonna fire with sharpshooter.
Oh.
And I'm going to. I have a ranger ability that gives me an extra 1d8 if I don't move since the beginning of my last turn, and I've just been sitting on this roof.
Oh, you've been sitting on this roof for hours. Let me be clear. It has been hours.
So that'd be 21 minus 5, 16 to hit the car.
Oh, you definitely. What were you? This car is turned over. Were you trying? Gabe, were you trying to like hit the gas tank? Like, what were you doing here?
Yeah, I'm trying to blow it up. And if I have to, I'll go for the engine because I'm shooting.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Luckily, I did just describe the people moving away from the car. So I don't even have to redact that. The car explodes.
But I want to see how much damage I did to the car.
Okay, roll it.
15 plus 10 is 25, plus 8 is 32.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
you
Wow.
heard it.
That's the satisfaction I needed.
Yeah, alright.
Wow.
So you see this firefighting, you see some people like taking shots, taking the car's cover, and then moving forward from the car. You take that moment after they've moved forward from the car to cause further devastation? I don't know. But you do it. You did it real good. You definitely hit the car. It definitely, like, when the smoke clears, there's like a little bit of the back of the car at one end and a little bit of the front of the car left, but the entire middle of the car is gone. So
Good. Now they're scared.
I'm gonna. How long has it been? Should I wake up my companions? Or
oh
do I
yeah,
just let them sleep?
it's been several hours. It was it was chill this whole time. Several hours have gone by. You were watching, and it wasn't until like just now.
I'm going to yell, like, into the microphone yell.
I think somebody's attacking the security station, and I'd like to shoot them. You should wake up. That means you, Keon.
And the moment I hear a loudness, the loudness of specifically Zion, I instantly wake up, like, dagger in hand, waiting to, like, stab someone. Just looking around,
I'm pretty sure the explosion, like the car, would have woken me up.
I was gonna say I don't think you heard the firefighting because where you are on ground level, there's a lot in the way before the security station. However, you all would have at least felt a trembling, like a deep rumbling, and then you definitely would all hear because Zion literally has a like not a magical microphone, but like bordering on a science microphone that calls to all of you in the room where you have been
It's also
resting.
a bullhorn. It's also a bullhorn.
Yep. What does everyone do? I mean, I know Dr. Summer has a knife.
I get up and grab my sun staff, and I guess I'm headed outside.
Lucian like barely wakes up and says, "Wait, they get people getting shot. Yo, Zaya, can I have like 5 more minutes? The
No,
sleep was nice."
it's time to use your bombs.
Oh, bombs. You know what? I like using bombs. I'm gonna get up so he can quickly grab this stuff, get this bomb prepared. You know what, Keon? That's a great idea. I should probably use those. And he
What a
darts off
turnaround.
ahead. That's motivation I need this morning.
Keon is both the baby and the mom.
Yep. No,
Baby mom.
Baby mom.
I am no longer baby. I'm telling you to get in the car.
Wah, pick up your clothes.
Also, he's like, "You're right. I'll pick him up. I'll get the bombs going."
All right. Yep. So all of you get up. As you exit, Zion is still at the top of a nearby building, right?
Yes.
You all very clearly once you come out, you can very clearly see in the direction of the security station, which is kind of like, for the mostly winding roads that are here, it's relatively like straight, not too curved on the way there, so you can kind of clearly make out that there is like smoke, and you can see flashes of light kind of coming from that direction.
She looks up at Zion, yells up there, "Zion, do you want us to stop them?"
I just want to shoot somebody.
Good logic. So Lucian gets his potion of climbing. Says, "Zion, I like that you climb a lot." He quickly gulps it, and he goes on one of the buildings and just like climbs up the one of the buildings like Spider-Man. Just quickly just hopping, gets to the top and says, "You know, I made this new bomb quite a while ago. I'm just curious how it'll work out in the firefight." So he pulls out a laughing gas bomb and said, "All right, let's just see how this works out," and tosses it in the smoke screen near whoever some of the shooters are. So I wonder if they'll find this funny.
You're not close enough.
Oh, I can't do it.
Oh my god.
I can't. Oh,
You need to move a little bit closer. Like, Zion only was able to
Cause I use catapult?
even shoot the car because of his sniper rifle. Like, that's the only
so it's that
reason.
far.
It's quite a bit. You're gonna have to, but you have an advantage of, like, you and Zion can probably get there quicker because you're up high.
Okay.
Um,
What if I use the growth spell? Will I be able to throw it farther?
No,
My
it's-
rifle has a range.
I
My
had
rifle has a range up to 480 feet. Like,
you know, okay. All right. I'll take it back and say, "All right, on the building. You ready to go?" He starts darting off building the building his direction. To the direction of the shots.
I'm standing outside of the motel watching this, and I'm like, fine, and I run in the direction.
it's like I run out, like pulling my white lab coat on towards the sound of destruction.
Oh yes, that's accurate. It definitely sounds like destruction. That's absolutely perfect. All right. For ease of storytelling, I'm gonna say you all make there. Zion and Lucian, you're up top. You're able to move between the buildings with your climbing abilities. And Keon and Dr. Summer, you're both all able to make it from street level. So you do have like multiple viewpoints and vantages actually coming upon this shootout that is happening. And from what you can see, there is now an exploded car. Wow, how did that happen in this shootout? But there are also some like there are some vehicles that have just been like turned on their side, used as cover, that have like holes in them. And you can see kind of two different sides of people shooting at each other, and from where you all approach, they're kind of on either side of you. And there's a group of 3 and there's a group of 5, and at just a quick glance, they just all appear to be wearing security outfits. What would you, why don't we roll initiative? How about that? How about we roll initiative, everyone? I think it's time. Gabe, you used your advantage, right? I'm taking it away.
Me? PB?
No, Gabe. Sorry, I tried to say Gabe.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
Dang.
Is there a ranger thing for advantage on initiatives? I don't remember, so I don't care. 7. Now I care.
That made a difference. Okay. So it looks like we have Lucian.
Aha! Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, go for it then.
Natural Explorer. 10. Moving on up.
Moving on up.
It's more than a 9, which is something you very often get. So it looks like our count is Lucian, Dr.
Dang.
Summer, Keone.
Rangers
Go
are
ahead.
dope. Why don't I play these more?
What?
Rangers are dope. Why don't I play these more?
Oh. Well, something to keep in mind. I just realized that the music stopped. Hang on. What does this one sound like? I have this one labeled Space Fight. No, we were.
I could have this.
Okay. I'll leave that one on then.
Okay.
Okay. Lucian, you are first to this scene. What would you like to investigate? What would you like to do? What would you like to throw? It's up to you. It's your moment to shine. You are above. You see kind of this scene of somewhat devastation. There's 2 groupings of people just like firing at each other kind of in front of the security offices.
I'd like to throw a teleportation bomb at the bigger group of 5 just to see what happened to them.
I would like, I'm gonna say this out of character to Dave. I did go and look up your character stats, and it turns out, let me read it for you here. Teleportation bomb. By replacing your bomb's explosive contents with glowing ethereal crystals, you can change it to a teleportation bomb. A teleportation bomb deals no damage and instead opens a rift in space, instantly teleporting you to the point of detonation. Is that what you would like to do? Do you want to?
On second thought, I don't think I want to be there. You know what's fun? Laughing gas.
Okay, do it. Let's do that one.
All right, so I get a bomb prepared, saying, "All right, this is new. This will be a first test run." And I throw it at a group of 5. Am I close enough to throw it, or should I use the spell?
Catapult? What is the range on your bombs?
60 feet on catapult. Bombs, I think 30.
30 just to throw, 60 with catapult. I'm gonna say from where you are above with the 30 feet, you could make it, so you don't necessarily need to use the.
Okay, then yeah, I choose
catapult.
to throw a bomb, one of the bombs, and I'll use advantage.
Okay, do it.
All right, let me click on. I believe I click on bomb. Ooh.
Ouch. You know what? You threw it at a group of 5. I'm gonna say you chuck it, and it doesn't quite go the distance you want it to. But it lands kind of closest to the furthest one away. What is the description of your laughing gas? Do you have it?
Let me
handy?
have that for the laughing gas. Makes a bomb explosion. Laughing gas deals poison damage, fire damage, and a d6 damage die. Requires a Constitution saving throw instead of dexterity.
Okay, can do. Let's pull up. I made some character stats. Oh, I did the saves.
They
Pass
fall
just
prone
a
in
lie.
the fit of laughter. Prone does anything.
Constitution. Do you know what your? I don't. I imagine a 6 does not work. So they fall prone in a fit of laughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, and then there was also they took poison damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you see the 5 of them shooting across the way at 3 others all the way across sort of like a field of devastation, actually. And one of them, the furthest one off, you don't quite hit it. It kind of lobs and lands a little bit further off, but the gas like wafts enough that one of them like does start laughing and kind of just like falls on the ground, and the one nearest to him like looks over confused and then goes back to the firefight just shooting. And I don't think they knew where that came from. Next is Dr. Was there anything else that was your action? Do you have a bonus or anything else you would like to do?
No bonus for now. Well, he's just like, I'll get it next time.
No worries. Dr. Summer, what would you like to do?
I am going to use rebinding on myself. So it's a modified version of my binding circle, which lets me let go of this vestige that I have now. So all of the runes and tattoo looking things that are along my skin suddenly disperse, which, you know, Dr. Summer looks like Dr. Summer again. They disperse, and as they're going away, they come into a form in the air and attach themselves to just like a sling on my back. And from my back appears a large, intricately made bow that's like gold and black, very beautiful. And I rebind Hao Yi as my vestige now and let go of the other one I had on as my action. And then as my bonus action, oh man, D&D, I remember so many things and forget so many things. I am going to summon forth my little I don't summon it, it's always there, it just appears. And in dedication of an amazing sticker you showed me earlier, my new little spark, my chill spark, is going to be an adorably fluffy corgi that's blue and white.
Aww.
And with my little corgi, my little chill guy, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the closest guy I can see.
Okay, how
Within
far
60
does Ray of Frost go?
60 feet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say where Lucian and Zion are at the top, they're closer to the grouping of 5, and where Keon and Dr. Summer are, you're closer to the group of 3.
Okay.
So everyone's just going for it. I appreciate all of you. And you're just gonna chill touch someone. Please roll to
do the thing. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're on the. You know, we're just gonna hope that when I click this, it'll do the thing. It'll roll it for me.
Oh dang!
Mm.
Why did it highlight the 17? Did you have disadvantage?
Oh, I have no idea. Why did you do that, game? I
It
don't
did
think I
that
have
because your
disadvantage.
25 was a nat 20. It didn't highlight the 17. It highlighted the 25.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So yeah, then that, you know, at 25 definitely hits. Please feel free to roll damage.
So it's actually
Nice.
going to crit your damage when you click it.
Oh, nice. And then for oh, never mind. That doesn't matter. All right, boop. 10 cold damage to that sucker. Why is it?
That sucker. F that
That sucker.
guy.
So my little corgi just goes yip, 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 bark, 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 and then turns into a ray of frost on the way there, and explodes all over that guy.
So okay, I'm sorry. Can we clarify this? You pull out a badass bow from the tattoos on your back, and then you send a tiny corgi puppy to go bite this person?
yeah. It turns into a ray of as it goes faster, and you know how corgis run. It's like hopping forward.
Yeah. It's like Ein from Cowboy Bebop, which we've all seen.
Yep, exactly. And as it speeds up, it goes abnormally fast and turns into a streak of blue and runs straight into them.
Perfect.
And I accidentally hit disadvantage on my page. That's why I rolled with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So then that means if you got the nat 20, then you get to roll another d8, don't you? For sure.
Is that not
You
a
should,
D?
yeah.
Oh, it didn't roll it. Yeah.
It didn't roll the
I
crit
thought it was
because it
gonna
gave
get-
you the
didn't roll it, yeah.
disadvantage.
Oh.
There we go.
17. So these these people didn't even see y'all coming. Y'all didn't say hi, hello, how are you? Y'all come up and you send your little ice corgi dog. You send your gas bombs and your ice corgi dogs to go get these people. This person is just shooting at this other group. They look concerned until a tiny corgi dog turns into a ray of frost and does quite a bit of damage. This person looks absolutely startled and very injured. So, congratulations. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, I'm just, when my corgi returns back to me, I'm going to just dote on it and be like, oh, you did such a good job. Who's a good chill? You have a good chill.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
adorable.
Amazing. I love it. Keon, what would you...
Me. So to clarify, everyone currently involved in this shootout is wearing a security guard outfit, right?
That's what you see at first glance. If anyone wants to see further details, you can roll anything to try and see further details. But as people just running in up on a situation, the first thing you notice is they're in front of the security offices. There's some overturned cars. There's some devastation. And there seems to be a group of 5 and a group of 3, and they both seem to be wearing officer outfits.
Okay. I'm going to roll a perception check for further clarification.
Please do. Okay.
Cool.
You are closer to the group of 3. I'm gonna say with that, you notice that this group of 3 reminds you of when you were in the security office, and the people in there seemed, to be working hard, to all have relatively matching outfits, but also seem like they didn't have the best funding, so they're a little bit of a mismatch. You see that looking at this group. You see that they kind of match. They're all wearing boots approximately like the dwarf you saw. You see they have a mix of kind of like sturdy pants or something similar, and that there is a variety of figures here, tall, large, short, stout, a little bit of everything. Glancing quickly over at the other side, the uniformity is a lot more noticeable.
Okay. So the group of 5 looks more put together than this group of 3 closer to me.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to how far away am I from people?
I would say
From the group of 5.
from the group of 5, I would say you're a bigger distance away. You're only like 10-15 feet away from the group of 3. They're fairly close in front of you. You've rounded this corner and they're just a little bit away. The other ones are extended like further down. I would say at least like 40 to 45 feet further down.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna pull my sun staff and aim at the group of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna aim for the biggest one of them, and I'm gonna shoot.
Go for it. Uh, 14 does not hit. You take a shot, and this time I think between the laughing gas happening on their side and the person, the blue magical corgi that erupted and caused some harm, they now have eyes on you, and when you go to shoot, they are able to kind of avoid it. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No. With my free action, I'm going to shout, I think those are the ones we should be shooting. And I'm gonna point to the group of 5.
Perfect. On this note, the group of 5 has initiative order to go next. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that they, the one closest to the one that is laughing is gonna stop, take a second, and try and help his friend who is laughing real hard. The one that you just shot at, Keon, is making eyes at you, and then there's another one in the group that looks up to where the bomb fell from, and is gonna look up, and I'm gonna make him roll perception to see if they see Zion and Lucian. How good is their perception? How good your perception? 12? I feel like Lucian, did you duck back down after you threw that bomb?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
this one. Perfect. This one spots you, Lucian. And waves at you. Stops firefighting for half a second to wave at you, and tells you to stand down. Stand down. We're stopping these false security officers. Stop. That's what he tells you.
Lucia was half listening and just kind of waved back. It was like, hi. It just like gets ready for the next bomb.
Perfect.
And there's a group. The group of 5 are the ones closer to the security office.
They're fairly even. They seem to be fighting over the open space in front of right where the security office would be. So where the buildings are and stuff like that. There's a bit of an open stretch that is almost like the no man's land between their fight. You know what I mean? And then they're kind of on either side of that down the street. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is gonna be the 3 the 3 that are by you, and Keon, hearing you declare that, one of them turns and says, "Yes, please help us. They came here to the security office. They attacked us. They're dressed like us, but they're not security. They're not from here. They're not from Port Nomad." And the other one's probably gonna, since there's 3 of them, one of them's still doing cover fire. One of them's asking that of you, and the third one is concerned with their corgi wounds. Zion, it is now your turn.
Okay. So how far would you say both of them are?
From where you are, you're a little bit where you are up on the buildings. You're a little bit closer to the 5. You and Lucian, the way you came across the buildings, you're a little bit closer to the 5, but you are high up, so you have kind of a height advantage over both of them. The Keon and Dr. Summer kind of rounded the corner where your exploded car was, because it was down by that stretch, and they're just a little bit around that corner is the grouping of 3 where Keon and Dr. Summer have come upon.
Okay.
Those are a little further down from you.
And Keon yelled about attacking the 5.
Yes. Keon, what did you say exactly? Oh, muted.
Me standing by the 3, I'm pointing at the 5 and saying that those are the ones that we should be shooting. And then I think with any movement I had, I probably would have joined the 3, in their cover, and I'll be shooting at the 5. Just to kind of put it in perspective.
I'm gonna trust Keon's judgment, and I'm just gonna hunter's mark one of the 5.
Okay, sounds good. Please do.
And then...
And any particular one you want to pick, or...?
Biggest one.
The biggest one, the same one Keon shot at? Okay, that's the one kind of near
actually,
the
no,
middle.
the one that asked us to stop.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay, cool. I wanted to basically try to shoot a hole through their hand as they put their hands up.
Oh!
Okay.
And I'm gonna sharpshooter it again, because it's funnier that way.
Sure, go for it.
All right. All right, let's do this. Here's hoping. No, that's a 4.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh no.
What does this look like?
He probably stumbles a little bit, and then the shot goes off in the direction of the 3.
Oh no! Completely the wrong way. Okay, yeah. So you completely waff it. You completely miss. I'm sorry. You like line up this shot to take this like precision shot of this dude that's asking y'all to like stand down. Stand down. This is not, this is not your thing. And you go to shoot and instead just like trip and shoot the wrong way.
Well,
Amazing. All right. So we're at top of the order, and we would continue, except we're gonna stop in the middle of a firefight this week, y'all, because it's time.
Oh no!
yeah, that went
It's-
fast.
So y'all are in the middle of a street firefight. It's going very well. There's two sets of folks, both claiming to be the security officers, and y'all are doing real good. It's going real good. Y'all, thank you so much for this good session. Y'all are awesome. I really appreciate all of you. Let's go around and please tell us who you are, where we can find you, what sort of cool stuff you're up to, so we can find you and shout about and be excited with you. We'll go in reverse order, starting with Gabe.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games. You can find me on Mondays on the D&D channel, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow, we'll be playing the finale of our Lost Mine and Phandelver campaign, and then we announced that we're actually going to be jumping into Rime of the Frost Maiden. On Thursdays, you can find me on the Wandering DM channel playing in Dragon Age. On Fridays on the Roll20 channel at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can find me on Table Talk, which is a talk show that I have to literally just figure out ways to motivate you to feel like you are improving and becoming better as a GM. And this past week, Jess was in the chat, and I may or may not have been sending them targeted messages about how fantastic it is when you see your players do something interesting because they appreciate you. That's it.
Amazing. All right, your heck face. PB. Hey, PB. What's up? How's it going?
Hi, I am PB from at PB Plays Inside on pretty much all social media, though I'm most active on Twitter. I play this game mostly, and I will use this spotlight time to instead tell you guys to not forget to subscribe to GoJG, aka this channel right now, because she does some amazing work. She streams so often, and she is doing such an amazing job GMing this for apparently the first time on her stream. So make sure you go support her on her Twitter and all her social media because she is amazing.
How dare you? Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all go check out PB. Go check out her Twitter. Next up is Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey, everybody. My name is Data Dave. The catchphrase is Day to Day with Data Dave because I stream every day at twitch.tv/Data Dave. Play a lot of games. Recently, I've been doing a lot of Yakuza. I read webtoons on Wednesdays with another voice actress and anyone else interested. That means all of y'all are invited here. And I just do a lot of content of that. I'm also a voice actor, inspired to be in many more video game projects, commercial, everything. And, it's a lot of fun. So you can find me each and every day streaming on my channel. Data Dave in most platforms. If you can't find me there, it's Data Dave TV.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing all this good content. Thank you. I'm excited to see what other bombs you're gonna bring to this. I love Lucian bringing bombs to a gunfight. Perfect.
Exactly.
Yep.
Perfect plan.
Love it. Next up is Latia.
Me, Latia, at Latia Jackis. It's down there where my name is. I'm there everywhere on the internet. But mostly on Twitter. This week there is so much happening. So PAX Online is happening, and I'm in a couple of panels that have already been pre-recorded and will be viewed at some point during PAX. I should probably find out when that is and let people know. But also this weekend is D&D Celebration, where pending some things, I may be appearing there as well. So just keep an eye out for my Twitter, where I will tell everyone where I will be, and also look at pictures of the avocado that I'm trying to grow, because that's a thing.
I love it.
That's it.
Amazing. Wonderful. wonderful, amazing. Y'all check out these cool people. I put all their details in the chat, and if you watch this later over on the YouTubes, their information will be down below, so you can find them. Go watch all their shows. Go follow their Twitters to see what they're chatting about. Go see what kind of how the avocado they're growing is doing, because I mean that's amazing. And also we had multiple puppy and kitty sightings on stream today. So can I just say it was a very furry, blessed stream. Thank you, kitties and puppies, for coming on to our stream. We appreciate you, secret side cast members. The best members of the cast. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say really quickly to Mage Hand Press, who makes the Dark Hand. Mage Hand Press, who makes the Dark Matter content. That made this cute corgi sticker that I was sharing, and this very good book that we are playing from, and you should check it out, and all the other good stuff they do. They actually make a bunch of cool stuff. They have like a whole D&D book about like with cat stuff that's pretty cool. They have like a wide variety. They have a whole like tabards and tankards collection that's very cool, and has some like very fun rollable tables to play with. Lots of good stuff. So check them out as well. Roll20. I was literally saying the command as a ! Roll20 will get you the command in the chat to check out Roll20. If you don't already have a Roll20, account, go make one. It's free, and you can play games with your friends online. You can find groups of folks to play with. If you don't have one handy, go find one, because they're out there. You can request specific games, and there's so many games you can play on Roll20. It's really heckin' great. Bless you ×2. I saw that. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, my name is Jess. This is my channel. If you haven't already, hit that follow button so we can hang out. We do a wide variety of video games and tabletop role-playing games. Tomorrow is Monday. We do chill streams, casual games. Thursdays we do variety games. Fridays we do a mix of Fiasco Fridays and indie game spotlights, where we love to show off cool indie games made by the community, played with the community, that sort of thing, and it's a lot of fun. We have our Heart campaign ongoing, which the finale is set to land promptly on Halloween, to end on a big spooky finale, which I'm very excited for, and we have a bunch of Heart content to give away on that stream, which I'm heckin' excited for. A little bit of everything. Sometimes PB comes on and plays Destiny with us on Saturdays. We do Destiny streams, we go into space, and that's a ton of fun. But yeah, that's it for me. It's now. I just want to thank y'all for being here. Thanks to my amazing players. I literally, if I could just sit and be quiet and listen to y'all be your characters, I would do that, because it makes me so happy listening to all of you just be your awesome characters, and y'all are hilarious and wonderful, and I appreciate all of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks everyone who gave advantages today, and
Yeah.
they are very appreciated, and as always, all tips to the channel during this show will be split amongst the cast to thank them for their time here, for being awesome, and for putting on a great show, which they always do. They deserve them tips. Listen. So do it. Also, they deserve those advantages, because they have been rolling very poorly. So that's not true. You, like, the first half of the show, you all rolled very poorly, and then the second half, you all rolled very well.
Yeah, we
So-
got the advantages, and then it was like we didn't
Yeah.
need them, so...
It gave
Yeah.
us the energy. You gave us the advantage energy.
I love it. It's amazing. Perfect. We're gonna go raid someone. Dave, are you gonna keep streaming? Or are you done for tonight? Okay, let's go raid Dave. Let's go show Dave some love. Dave
thank you.
plays games every day. Listen, it's the day-to-day with Dave. You gotta go check it out. And I was telling... It's so good. Listen, I was telling Dave before we started that I'm addicted to a new webcomic because of his Webtoons show.
It's so good. Lower Olympus is great.
Really good.
It
So-
really is.
Yeah, let's take that love and send it over to Dave. Y'all take care out there. Be good. Take care of you. Take care of one another. Be safe. Heart your faces. Hope to see you soon for more games. Bye, everyone.
See ya.